I made $15,000 in the first 15 days of us working together. Hard work was not the issue, it was like the actual system that I feel a lot more confident that I'm doing the right things and like it can happen more consistently. There's no perfect time. You put me in a group chat with your whole team.
After the first 15 days you joined, like what was it that you actually did?
Yeah, so I made $15,000 in the first 15 days of us working together.
Damn. And what were you on before?
So for the month it was around 10K. On the month before, 8 to 10K.
Okay, sick. So you did more in your first 15 days with us than you did in the whole month before. Because I know you said like when you came to me, you were super skeptical, right? I remember we had like a really long call. Like what way were you doing things before you actually joined?
So yeah, I was super skeptical obviously, and the 15K was $1,333 in the DMs as well. So I didn't even need to take a call. Like the guy, I sent him the link in the DMs and then he joined me from that.
Yeah.
That obviously made life easier through obviously a lot of your systems. But before it was like, you know, I hit the 10K, I invested in mentors, I'd already like had a little bit of success, but it still felt like I was pulling out the bag. Felt like I was like hustling every day, felt like it wasn't consistent. It felt like, you know, as I said, I'd already made the 10, but it was like, I couldn't know for 100% guarantee that that was going to happen like month by month, right? Whereas like now I feel a lot more confident that I'm doing the right things and like it can happen more consistently.
Because you're a super hard working guy as well. Like what time do you get up?
So I get up 4 to 5 a.m. every
That is
morning.
crazy. I've never heard someone do that before. Like, so you were putting in so much work. Like in what way do you feel like even the way that you put it, because you still do the same amount of work, right?
Yeah, or sometimes like a little bit less because I like I'm working more smart now. Like hard work is not my issue.
Yeah.
Like you can show up every single day and you can just not get results. I've seen that firsthand. Like there were times when I'd get up at 3:45 a.m. genuinely, and I'd make less money and make less sales than what I did now. Like the hard work was not the issue. It was like the actual systems I was doing and what I was actually working towards. Like actually posting towards guys who want to buy from me. That was one of the main points. Actually, you know, utilizing my time correctly so I'm not wasting it, because I used to work really hard on like low leverage tasks, like loads of time with going over like clients, right? I can get even more fulfillment in even less time now. Whereas I'd like have like calls scattered all over the place, like workouts scattered all over the place. Like it was all just all over the week, like random days. Whereas now it's like structured client days and they're getting even better results now. And it's like less, I'm working less hard on that.
Because your fulfillment is crazy as well. Like you have super high accountability with your client. And I would say like hard work for you is definitely for sure not the issue. Like where do you feel like even your mind was at within the business before in comparison to where it is now?
With my business before, it was like it never really felt like truly consistent, because I know that I can do quite well, and as I said, I know that I can like really like dial down and lock in, but there's only so far locking in and stuff can take you. Like there comes a point where I needed to actually focus on something which I know is going to be a lot more consistent and work, and that like the timings are managed a lot better. That was like the main thing which you helped me out with.
I remember you saying that you're doing check-in days like multiple days a week and you had like all these different things. I was like, whoa, we need to sort that out ASAP. And that's been a big thing for sure. I've seen with you, you can work so hard, but like if you're just working randomly, then it's not going to really like move the needle forward for you. What made you then actually take the step, right? Because I remember we were on the call for ages and you were like even saying, oh, you're not going to scam me, are you? Like, oh, like I've had loads of mentors, I don't know if I need to do this, all these sort of things. Like, firstly, are you one happy that you actually invested?
Yeah, I'm super happy.
Yeah, cool. And like what made you then take that step? Because you're literally working with a mentor at the time.
I've been like the final boss of mentorships. Like, I was with a mentor, you know, before you. Like, who's this guy? You've seen a few ads, but like, well, when we were obviously speaking in the DMs, like, you're very understanding. You know, you're like voice notes, very aware of my situation. It sort of felt like you'd been there before, and like the next steps are very clear. And, like, I was nervous before. I think it's very normal for people like to be nervous, but at the end of the day, it all falls down to the fact like people are going to be nervous on the call with you as a coach. And if you want them to overcome their nerves, you're going to have to do it yourself. If you truly believe that you're going to help them, and I truly believe that you were going to help me. So that was like, you know, you literally knew my exact position, and we went over on the call and I was nervous and I overcame it, and I decided to take that next step. There's a reason why we're speaking now. Like, it was a very good decision for me, and yeah, I made the 15K in 15 days.
Yeah, for sure. That's sick. And I remember it because like we literally hardly spoke. We spoke a bit in the DMs, but it was very specific about your situation. And it's the same day I spoke to you, same day we jumped on the call, and same day you joined, man. It was actually crazy because even on that call, I wasn't really pushing you or anything. I wasn't really trying to saddle you. So you kind of just had to come up with your own decision. Like when you hit these moments of like, fuck, like I'm gonna take action, I'm not gonna take action. As someone that's done 15K in 15 days off the back of taking an uncomfortable action, like what is it in your head that happens that makes you okay, just take that step forward, let's just do it.
The water's not going to get any warmer. Like there's no perfect time. Like the perfect time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second perfect time is now, right? Like we literally yeah we spoke on the same day for like a couple hours, and then hopped on a call and started working together. It's like the biggest moments of growth come from discomfort. Like that's always what I preach. Like I say on my story, and I backed it with action with you. And I was like, you know what? You literally have shown me, even in our like couple hour chat on the first time you ever spoke, that you knew what I was doing. So what was I waiting for? That was like my sort of mindset.
In the first week you joined, like what did it look like working with me from your side?
Yeah, so you put me in a group chat with your whole team, setter, closer, fulfillment, whole team. Instantly felt welcomed. You were pushing it. We had like several calls booked, and they were all like very actionable, like very direct. I didn't leave the call with any like further questions. Like I knew what I needed to do in order to scale. It was a very easy transition. Obviously, and like yeah, your setter connected with my setter at the time, and like helped him get a lot better, and that was super useful. And I think with you as well, it's like you'll even send me a text about hopping on a call. You're like, Rourke, like let's speak. It's like you're even like holding me accountable to like reach out to you if as well. It's like, and like that's also what I needed, where like someone who actually genuinely cares and like what wants to see you win, you know?
For sure, because you were in, I remember you being in some good ones, but you were in another mentorship, right, that you said was pretty bad.
Yeah, so I've had good and bad experiences with mentorships, but yeah, obviously the bad experience I had, one of them was yeah, it was like you can either let that define you or you can overcome that and actually like not let one bad moment define me. It's like if you get a bad haircut, like you're not gonna never get a haircut again, right? Like for me,
Yeah, for sure, 100%. And I think a big thing was like instantly, me and you were jumping on one-to-ones, right? So we were moving stuff forward, but at the same time, my setter was training your setter simultaneously. So then your setter was getting better, you were getting better, and it just meant everything was moving forward in that direction, right? For you, like, what were the biggest changes you started to see after having all that support, like instantly? Because we were keeping you super accountable and you were taking action. That's what I love working with you because I give you loads of actionable steps. I make it super clear and I know like you're gonna go off and then apply all of them.
yeah.
Jump on another call, you apply all of them, and we just have this really good like feedback loop. But what was it that you started noticing within yourself and the business in that first week, let's say?
It was that it became a business, not a hustle. Like that was the main part. Like it was actually being an entrepreneur and actually providing value, but having a proper business. It was like, having a group chat for all my clients. The fact that my setter was actually trained properly. It was like it was just the time it saved was like months, but in a week. Because like yeah, I could have like spoke through with my setter and made less money training my setter and relying on like a bad setter, or it's like my setter gets trained and he gets up to speed from your setter who's actually like very good. And then with me, it's like I actually have a business now where like I know what to do to make it more sustainable in like a fraction of the time. Like it's not hustling where I'm like just in the DMs all day, like trying to pull something out the bag and then get a call. It's like now like I know what I need to do and like I know that my setter's in good hands. And it just felt like I just saved a lot of time. I take my business seriously, so yes, I'm going to make the next step and save my time and get way better systems than what I had before. So it's actually a business and not a hustle. Like that was the next logical step.
For sure.
Simple.
It's so many people use the word system, but what it is basically a way to, at the end of the day, something you do really often, have it done where you either have to put minimum time into it or no time into it and it can still happen. For example, just like getting calls booked in your calendar without you. And a big thing is even with the fulfillment, is like you were going fulfillment, fulfillment, fulfillment. We just jumped on a call, built out how we could actually automate that and in the future just fully delegate it, right? And then you're already starting to do that, which is mean you're going to be able to step further out of it while still giving the same level of fulfillment to the people you're working with.
Yeah, that's actually, and that was another reason why I felt stuck because like, yeah, I hit this 10K month, but I had no clients. I had all the time in the world to just be in the DMs and just like hustle it and like get there. And like when I actually got all those clients in like most of them were in like 2 to 3 weeks, right? And it's like shit, I've got all these new guys in here to deal with. And it felt like I was like, damn, like how like this like even like replicating it was like shit, I've got all these clients like oh like I had like checking calls like scattered throughout the week and like I realized like damn I hit this 10K month, but it was like it came out of nowhere and I had no clients before. I had two guys in, right? But like now it's like, I've got all these clients to deal with, but now I actually know how to deal with all like now there's like 25 clients, right? Like I can deal with them. But like actually that they get very, very good results and it's not scattered all over and like it's like a shit show. It's like I've 25 or like 23 people like actually on it and getting results, but it's not, yeah, I'm not spending my whole day like fulfillment. Like, 'cause my fulfillment's super good. I'm holding these guys accountable, but yeah, it feels like I can actually scale now and I can actually like focus on other things and fulfill them.
The biggest thing as well between like doing 10K even consistently and 30K consistently, right, is actually having processes in there because you get more and more clients, right? You get 25, you got to 25, but now you've got to earn 10, 15, 30K again, but with all these clients, but with all these extra little things that you have issues with. So then like bringing on new clients becomes harder and harder. How much more enjoyable have you found the business is since we've started working together and we started putting these things in place?
Yeah, way more. Like now it feels a lot more consistent long term that this is actually what I'm gonna do because that was one of the main reasons why I actually like wanted to hop on the phone with you like so quickly on the same day because I realized like the same way you get to 10K, like if you seriously think you can hit 10K in a month with like 30, if you seriously think you can hit 30K a month with the exact same method you hit 10K, like you aren't crazy. Like it's like a championship footballer saying like with the same way he trains, he's gonna like win the Prem. It's like you have to adapt your method,
Yeah,
especially once you get all the clients. Like anyone can hit 10K by pulling something out of the bag, and that's what I noticed firsthand. You need something like properly in place where you can actually handle all the clients you've got and get them great results because you want to get fulfillments and they can renew with you and then actually even onboard even more people. Like you need something more specific in place, which is
for
what we
sure.
had.
And when it comes to lead generation, like in what way do you feel like that's changed since we've been working together?
But
Even
now I'm actually, yeah, I mean, that was like my biggest one of like throughout like my 4 months posting, like getting leads because there was a lot of like, unqualified whatever, but now I think when you're posting more specifically towards people with the intention of helping, like with the intention of providing value, helping, actually understanding their problem, can even call them out a little bit. Like now there's actually guys who are more qualified who want to work with me and it's a lot more smooth. It doesn't feel like I'm trying to like convince them of anything. It's more like that's the natural conclusion.
what do you feel like you see as the biggest changes you're now going to make to then take you to the consistent 30, 50K months?
Well, I think yeah, especially when I start like doing even more like volume, because now it's like if I post more volume of the right posts for the right ICP, then I'm gonna get even more leads because like now when I work harder, I can actually like get exponential results from this because I know that my hard work's gonna keep getting better results. That's obviously gonna bring me in more leads, like actual leads who, as I said, want to work with me. And then when we start dialing down on the ads as well, I can see the business scaling up a lot further because now I can actually I know how I can handle more clients now, so it's not going to be a shock.
For sure. I definitely think ads is like you can scale to 30K a month without ads. I literally did that. But then also ads is just the quicker way to do it. Like if you've got good cash flow, you start bringing like cash in, which is why like when we started working together, obviously it was a decent investment. So I was just like, right, let's just focus literally on bringing in like as much income as we can. And then as you bring more income again, then go into ads. What most people make the mistake of is they try and do ads to like survive. Like they think like, oh, I'm crashing out. I need to do ads, right? Where you want to do ads to like thrive, right? Like you want to do ads in a position where you're already doing relatively well and you want to go further. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at this point. Okay, cool, man. And like, if someone's watching this and they're thinking like, oh, who is this guy Ned? Like, who even is this guy Rock, right? Like, what would you say to them in terms of either working with me or actually like taking action to follow me or just actually like, maybe even just watch my content?
Yeah, well, I will tell you, like, look, this is an investment and it's worth every penny. Like, as Rourke gains, I will tell you, you should do it. And I was very nervous, like on our call, and I was like, you know what? Like, I know this guy can help me. I'm gonna do it. And I overcame my own objection of like, you know, who's this guy? Just met him on the same day, like seen his ads and stuff, like guru, and like that's not who you are. This guy's here to help you out. And as I've already said, like when you are on the call with a potential client and you know you can help him, but he's nervous, how are you gonna overcome him if he's on the fence and he pulls out? You have to be congruent, and yeah, if you believe that Ned can help you, which he can, because he helped me get to 15K in 15 days, why would you let that overcome you?
For
Because you
sure.
won't be able to convince anyone.
Yeah, I love that. Like so congruent. And in terms of the 15K and 15 days, do you feel like after you joined us, or like do you feel like if you hadn't joined us, because you joined us relatively like right at the end of the month, right? It was pretty much like one or two of the last days. Do you feel like those 15 days in the first start of the month, do you feel like you would have done 15K if you hadn't joined? Or do you feel
No,
like
I would have done like half that probably.
for sure, for sure. Okay, cool. I don't want to take the cred from you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it's all us. No, I'm
No, I
joking.
would have not made that. I would have not made that sort of money if I didn't join you. Being completely real, like it's like, you know, tough to the ego, but that's like 100%. I would have made less money if I didn't work with you. Like I'm in a much better position now.